and your share price, just so that you know, has rallied quite significantly today on the back of this news, Stephen. But you know, one of the questions that could arise is why Glaxo would be selling such a strong set of brands to the likes of Aspen. I spoke to Wayne McCurry a little earlier. He was talking of the fact that your distribution models are far stronger than what we could see with Glaxo in various territories. Please clarify in terms of you know, the deal and how it will actually benefit you significantly down the line.
Okay, so I think for Glaxo, they agreed to sell a number of brands globally out there, OTCs, and they were going to return money to their shareholders, and they saw these particular categories brands as non-core to their strategy. I think where Aspen had a significant advantage, there was three parcels. There was products for the US, there was products for Europe, and there was rest of the world. And I think where Wayne's right is we do have very strong distribution capabilities across the territories. There's not many companies, if any, that I can really think around our size that have capabilities in sort of Costa Rica, Mexico, Brazil, South Africa, Australia, Asia, and the rest of Africa. So it fitted so well into all our geographies. Yeah. That we're in, that we're very fortunate in that rest of the world package. Okay, We've really got capability across all the territories. And of course, they've become big brands to us and small for Glaxo. So with some focus and with our ability to add line extensions to them, we're hoping to be more successful with them.
Okay, well, let's just look at the territories that you are going to be selling these products into. We know South Africa, Australia, Brazil being some of them. We're looking at, in fact, mostly Southern Africa and the likes of Namibia, Botswana, Swaziland, Lesotho, Zambia, Zimbabwe. These are exciting territories, Stephen. So give us an indication of what your expectations for growth are there and how it's going to actually be earnings enhancing down the line.
Okay, so it was earnings enhancing just on a if we are able to retain what Glaxo did. But where we hoping, and there's territories like Nigeria. So if you get, for example, we bought a headache tablet or a cough mixture with a good brand name in Nigeria, we'll take that cough mixture and we can add a tablet from our existing Aspen range, but put it under that existing brand name. So in South Africa, you know, you've got a product like Brooklax and Borstal and Valoid. There's opportunities to bring out line extensions to all of those and to introduce those into the rest of Africa. And so it replicates across Asia, etc. So we've got a good pipeline that we can put into Asia out of Australia. So we're hoping to utilize the brand names to be able to put Aspen's existing IP under brand names. So instead of trying to establish new brands, we're able to extend existing brands. So it really gives us a foothold into the territories we're strong in.
I mean, it would be great to say this deal is done and dusted, but of course you've got various competition authorities across Africa that of course have to take a look at this kind of transaction as well, Stephen. Any concerns there with regards to what we could see out of South Africa?
I can see no concerns in Africa at all. You know, even the South African component is one of the few areas that they were generics. I'd be worried. But I can see no problems here.
We know that Glaxo still wants to sell one of its weight loss drugs. Would you be interested in that drug at all down the line?
We could be. I mean, it's a product we could have some interest in, and it would just once again depend how they split it up geographically, if at all. But there were some issues for them around the supply of the product that they needed clarification first.
Okay, so Stephen, just give us an indication again in terms of what investors can expect down the line. I know that you've obviously got various strategies in place. We spoke about how it is earnings enhancing and it is immediately earnings enhancing, as you alluded to. Is there any kind of tangible number that you'd be able to give us?
No, we'd like to do a bit more. You know, we'd like to do a bit more work. There's always a registration process, but you know, it's like everything. Our industry is very frustrating because everything takes long, and there's regulators, and each regulator around the globe has their own timelines. What we try and do is give ourselves as many opportunities out there. So these opportunities that might come up, in the broader opportunities come up in 2 and 3 years' time. Deals that we've done 2 or 3 years ago are now coming to fruition now. So you've just got to continue to keep fueling the pipeline so that you don't have a stutter in growth in years to come. So these are very good deals. Not only are they very good deals now, and we can grow existing brands now, and I would think that you should bet on us growing these products. They have, by the way, grown historically. Yeah. But hopefully we can accelerate the existing growth path and then create a lot more organic value when we add our own pipeline to it.
Fantastic, sir. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure speaking with you. I hope you have a great weekend. Stephan Saad, the CEO of Aspen.